it's Amanda, the Pay It Forward Mom. Happy Tuesday. I hope your week has started off totally amazing. We have had a really good weekend. I want to start off by saying thank you so much for all of the support, the kind messages, texts, so much feedback on the marriage trials and tribulation video. I have heard from people I haven't seen since childhood. I've heard from strangers, just people that you would never think that have problems that actually do. Everyone's actually human. So it's just been really good. I was so on the fence for a long time about making that video, and now I just feel so thankful, and I'm so happy that I did, because I think it was helpful. I hope it was helpful. It seems like it was helpful. And not only to you guys, but it was helpful to me too, and just making us feel and seem more normal. So thank you guys so much. And I've gotten a lot of the same questions, which I think I'll go into more on my Thursday video, but I do want to say that I'm definitely no marriage expert, that's for sure. I'll be the first to tell you that. I've always said it's funny when you see authors go through a rough time and then they write books on how to save a marriage and all of that. It's like 6 months later, they're always divorced. So, being the superstitious person that I am, I will never claim to have all the answers pretty much about anything. So moving on, guys, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the fashion show. It's coming up on Thursday. I just shared on my Facebook page an article that the Richmond Times did on this event and explains where the money is going, and I just think you guys, your hearts are going to melt. There's only 8 tickets left, so hopefully by the time you guys see this, if you're interested, there's still a few. So yes, look into that. The second thing, yesterday morning, I went to Sugar and Hive Beauty Bar. Sugar and Hive, the owner, her name is Summer Layton. I met her just before Mom Prom because she reached out wanting to make some donations and to actually become a sponsor. And I just adored her and her brand, and she was so helpful and kind, and then came to the event. And so I couldn't wait for her to open her space so I could get out there and be supportive. I've told you guys I love to support businesses that help out charitable endeavors. So she moved into her space, or it opened last week in Short Pump. And I was immediately so impressed because it is literally like right in the heart of Short Pump. So go big or go home, right? So the space is just beautiful, and I had a facial. I'm not a huge facial person. I can count on one hand the amount that I've had in my life. But it was super relaxing and my skin felt great. Chris all last night was like, your skin is like glowing. So that was so fun. I would highly recommend it. I also got some of these adorable little soaps they sell. They're little exfoliating soaps, and there's all these disclaimers. It says, do not eat these because they smell so divine, and they look like pastries. Run in there. I thought when I first saw them, Holy Teacher Appreciation Week. I know one of my kids' teachers specifically will absolutely adore them. So just wanted to plant that seed, and the fact that Mother's Day is coming up, I would highly recommend asking your hubby, your partner, your child to go get you a gift card and check out Sugar and Hive. Bloom was last Saturday, and I was on the panel, and I wanted to tell you guys that was really a fun experience. I generally have no big issue. Of course, I always get a little nervous, but when there's a larger group and the audience is dark, I find that a little bit easier for me to speak. This was all bright and the people were right in front of you, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous. But it was such a great experience. I hope that I'm asked to come back at some point in the future. There was a lot of great people on the panelists speaking about the things they're most knowledgeable about, and it's really geared towards new moms or expecting moms. It was so adorable. I love seeing all the pregnant ladies and the ones with newborns, and it brings back so many sweet memories. So that was a real treat. That was put on by the Richmond Moms blog. So look out for that next year because it's a yearly event. So I wanted to use that as my segue because my questions at that event ended up having more to do with something I've been thinking about a lot. And that is our community involvement, and just saying yes to things in general. One of my questions was about meeting people in the community, and it brought me back to when Carter, my oldest, who is 9, he was about 6 months old. And I was the first person in my peer group to have a child. So as a lot of you know, it can be very isolating, new motherhood especially, and kind of not what you think it's going to be. I mean, it's wonderful, it's awesome, it's beautiful, all of the things, but there are some parts that are a little different and can be a little lonely. So I started looking into different mom groups, and I found that pretty intimidating. I was young, I was 24. And I found one called the Midlothian Moms Meetup Group. I think it was on meetup.com. I don't know if that is in existence anymore. But I found this group of women who were amazing, and a lot of them are still my best friends today. Obviously, our kids are in different stages in life, but we all had babies, and we'd get together for play dates. And as a lot of you probably know, a play date is just as much for the moms to be able to socialize with other people before nap time. So if any of you watching are new moms and maybe feeling a little lonely, I would highly recommend putting yourself out there. And it's not even really just for new moms, any of us. So the last 3 weeks, I've met a different woman once a week for coffee, someone who I don't really know. 3 weeks ago, it was the woman, Amber, who's putting together the fashion show Wear RVA, and I told you guys about that experience. It was wonderful. Last week, it was a mom from school who was extremely knowledgeable about fundraising and had some great ideas for Mom Prom and other events that I do moving forward, and she was such a wealth of knowledge. So this week, just this morning, I met a lady named Emmy, who is an author about to put out her first book, which is going to be a very candid tale of mothering, and I just love that. And I was thinking back a couple years ago, I may not have been comfortable with meeting strangers for coffee. What are we gonna talk about? I probably wouldn't have said yes. And right now, these last 3 weeks have been so great, just meeting these new people. There were a couple times today when we were talking and I got tears in my eyes. Like, you can really get to know a person and have almost like therapeutic conversations. And I just am so glad that I've accepted these, and now I want to keep doing it. You know, now I'm like, who am I going to have coffee with next week? So if you want to have coffee, let me know. I'm free. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about saying yes to things, and that's not everything, that's for sure. We were actually talking about things in the evening. I'm so bad about things on weeknights. I always want to do them. I'm gung-ho, and then when it comes down to it, I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. So tonight, for example, we are supposed to go to a friends and family, a restaurant opening, and I've been super excited, but I'm very tired. I'm like, are we gonna go? Are we not gonna go? And I wanna go. I wanna be supportive of this person starting their business or starting another business. But you've gotta do, you know, what works best for you and your sanity. Moving forward, I'm really gonna think about what I commit to on weeknights. So I'm absolutely not suggesting you say yes to all of the things or anything that makes you feel stressed out or just isn't right for your family. Because sometimes us moms, we can overbook ourselves because we don't like saying no. So I'm not saying to say yes to all the things. Maybe just say yes to something a little different and see where that leads you. And my friend that I met today, she was talking about this and how many things have come from saying yes to different things and just trying out stuff that may be outside of your comfort zone. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to challenge you to try something new, to say yes to something you normally wouldn't, and see where that takes you this week. And let me know about it. Send me a message, hit me up on one of the socials. I'll leave my information in the comment section of this video. And I will talk to you guys on Thursday. I'm so sorry I didn't get a video up yesterday. So I went to Sugar and Hive yesterday morning, and I thought I'll shoot in the afternoon, and the kids were here For obvious reasons, I didn't want to go into my last video with them around, and I just felt like my video was very hurried and a little stressed. So now I know I need to do this when they are at school. It's such a different environment. As many of you know, when there's calm in the home versus the after school madness. So I didn't want to put out anything that I wasn't 100% proud of. So that's why your video is a little late. But I may even put out an extra this week, being that Mother's Day is coming up. I wanted to give you all a guide to Mother's Day shopping and what works and what may not be such a great idea, guys. So look out for that, and y'all have a great day. If you're local and you're interested in attending Thursday, check out my Facebook. Again, I'll put it in the information of this video if you don't know how to reach me, or you can look up Wear RVA. It's WEAR RVA, and grab some of those last tickets. Have an awesome Tuesday, guys. See you soon. Bye.